What the fuck is up, YouTube? I'm back! And with a new phone and new effects. So I've been off the air for like, what? 6 months? Like somewhere around there. And I just thought, like, I just came home from class. I have so much to tell you guys, so let me fix my leotard. Yes, I'm wearing a leotard. Just came back from ballet. So let's get an update. I stopped being a fucking teacher. Fuck that. So let me tell you why. Because I can. No, seriously, I left because I wasn't really focusing on myself. I felt like I was just working to just die. Like, you know, you just work and then you die. That was the end goal. And I didn't want that to be the end goal. I wanted my dreams to actually come true. I wanted my aspirations to come true and all that. And for that to happen, I couldn't work 8 hours and then focus on 50 other lives on top of focusing on myself, because I was so worried about my students, and I was always worried about what's the, oh, by the way, happy October 1st. But yeah, I just felt like I was just more worried about everybody else but myself. And I was in constant thought about what's going on with blah blah blah, why isn't blah blah's grades up, why isn't this happening, why isn't blah blah reading, why isn't this that, why, like, it was never, what about your health? What about the fact that you haven't done anything that makes you happy in like a couple of years? It's like, I never thought about it that until one day I got up and I was literally physically so tired I couldn't get up. Like, I remember I called in that day and I didn't know if I was sick. I didn't know if I over exacerbated myself or whatever. Hope I'm using half the words I'm using correctly. No, but most of it was really just, I realized I stopped caring about myself. I stopped caring about myself. I stopped caring about what I wanted. I stopped caring about what was important to me and what I wanted. And that it upset me, and then I thought about it for days and days and days, and I tried to brush it off, and I tried so hard to just say, no, that's such a childish thought. You're in your 20s, early 20s, really. Oh, come on, focus, okay. And I realized, no, that means the clock is ticking. It doesn't mean that it's over, but it does mean that if I want to accomplish anything in the near future, while still looking like a toddler, or at least be looking young, that it has to happen now. And I took the plunge. I literally just I quit and put in my 2 weeks, and then I focused on myself. I'm also focusing on becoming a tattoo artist. So for my viewers who are actually 18, that's something that you could possibly have, a tattoo by Marshmallow. I've always wanted to basically make money off of art, because that's always what I do, and I have so much piled up that I'm like, what am I supposed to do with all this? Like, I'm talented, but I can't do anything with it. Commissions are really hard right now for me, which I did take up. You know, I sold my first 3 paintings. That's also really cool. And, like, that a long time ago. But, yeah, you can't really tell, but I'm covered in tattoos, like, underneath. And I tend to be discreet with that, just because it's a personal preference. And yeah, like, I'm like, you're obsessed with it, why not do it? I love the idea of decorating your temple. You know, you are your temple, your body is your temple, you treat it nicely and decorate it, why not? And I don't know, it just goes deeper than that, and that's something I just really can't explain on camera, but I'm super excited about that. I'm working on my portfolio, because obviously you can't become an apprentice if you can't show them you can draw, you know? So, working on that, working on now ballet, just came back from ballet class. I'm doing that for a little bit now, I think 2 months now. I'm loving it, I'm improving greatly, my body feels great, I feel great. I just, like, when I started YouTube for the first time, I was just really not sure where I was going with this. I knew I was obsessed with games. I knew I liked watching people watching people play games, and I definitely like playing the games myself, most importantly, over anything else. And that's gonna start up again. I mean, I hope that I don't fall off the planet again, but I mean, this whole 31 days of Halloween thing really gets me going, you know what I mean? And I just thought you guys, I don't know, would miss me, and just kind of, you know, would want more content from me. I do plan to actually distribute content on a regular basis as much as I can, because I am obviously, like I just finished going on a tangent about, focusing on myself. And that also means focusing on things that would better my career, like being like put out there via YouTube, because I'm going to school to become an actress. Boy, that sounds really, come on, focus on this. Okay, yeah, because most people hear that and they're like, that's a shit idea, and so did I, but you know what, I can't do anything else. I can't sit in a desk and do paperwork anymore. I can't teach a bunch of kids anymore. I just can't. I need to focus on myself, and I need to get this going. So with your encouragement, hint hint, you guys will receive a lot more Marshmallow this month, and for the following months, hopefully, because I have such great ideas and a lot of new projects for YouTube. I hope most of you stick around. And I know this isn't really a good way to start off October with a non-spooky explanation about what happened to me. You know, like, I bet you guys would rather hear that I fell into some dark abyss and, like, was just tormented by demons for a while, and then I just crawled out and was like, hey, I'm back. Like, no. But I wish to. No, it was far worse than that. But, hey, I'm out of it. And I'm here to stay, hopefully, if you guys will have me. That being said, what else do I have to report? Oh, I'm also getting all the writings I've had since I was 17 and putting that together. I'm also trying to write a book. Also going to start an Etsy account for Marshmallow merch. If half of you are ever interested in that, I know half of you are like very young and like stupid fucking keychains, so I'll probably start distributing that stuff too. I don't know. It just depends on how many views and how many people actually give a shit. That all depends on you guys, because I can't really stick around for 3 people. That's also another thing. A lot of people, I remember when I first started out, I had 3 persistent motherfuckers that were like, why didn't you do anything anymore? And I'm just like, I don't get paid for this yet. Relax. But, you know, anyways, I don't give a shit if I don't get paid for this. I don't give a shit if anybody watches anymore. I kind of don't give a shit anymore. That being said, I'm going to do 30 Days of Halloween a little bit differently. Might maybe start some live streams about some cheesy horror movies. I don't know. I'm just throwing random things out there. You guys let me know. Yeah, you like my green light? It changes colors and does stuff, but I figured green was very eerie, and it has, like, little sound effects. I got it from Wish. I'm not sponsored. Like, that was a wink for Wish, not for you guys, but yeah. Anyways, but my life's going great. Trying to become a tattoo artist, writing a book. Going to continue playing horror games. Yeah. So, without further ado, let's get to the spooky stuff. I got one story. Let's see. Maybe I'm trying to... Okay. So, in the house that I'm currently in, there was, like... It was really dilapidated. There was an old couple that used to live in here. And this happened when we first moved, after we kind of settled in. But the old couple that lived here was super religious, and I think I've heard that about, on my other story time, explaining that I'm essentially in the saint room where all the worship happened. So yeah, but aside from that, my brother, of course, took advantage of that and decided to use that as, like, you know, the atmosphere to build off of these spooky things that supposedly happened in the house. And one of those urban legends that he came up with was the fact that there was a legless man living in our backyard that at night he would drag himself around our backyard looking for legs to steal. Like, if you were in the backyard, he would take your legs. And at 4 years old, that scared the shit out of me. I was like, no more backyard. And then one day, like, I eventually, like, forgot about it because I'm 4 and have the attention span of a guppy. And we had just gotten the pool table, and he was teaching me how to play pool, my brother. I was like, 4. We had been at the house, I think, 2 months, and we were just trying to spruce it up, and I don't remember if we had the pool table, actually. Either way, we were out there was a table there, and I was playing with my brother. And all of a sudden, the lights start flickering, and I'm like, and he's looking at me the same way, like, I don't know, bro. And then they just go out. And that, we were used to that because when we first moved in, the lights would go out frequently. But the fact that it happened in the backyard, like, just triggered me, and it was like, oh God, like, is it him? Is it the guy? And my brother's just like, okay, I'll be right back. Like, I'll be right back, little girl. Like, my family calls me La Niña, so in English, he calls me little girl. I don't know why, but yeah. Like, ever since we were kids. And he's like, little girl, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a flashlight. I don't even turn around. He's, like, supposedly leaving behind me, going inside, and then getting the flashlight. So I just sit there, and I'm, like, in the dark. 4 years old, just pitch blackness, and all I hear is, and I'm like, what the fuck? I freeze, and I just tense up. Like, my hands just go like that, and just freeze up. And I just, here's just this. And I start screaming, because it's, like, not even 2 seconds later, I feel this hand just wrap around my ankle in the most violent way. Just, and I just, like, lose my shit. I'm thinking, my legs, my tiny little 4-year-old legs, I need them. Turns out, a line had made the lights flicker, and when he turned the lights off, because I hadn't turned around, he didn't really go inside. He literally stood there for 5 minutes, threw himself on the ground, and then dragged himself while making that noise. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're 10 years older than me. Like, what the hell? Like, grow up. I was so mad. Of course, now it's like, I would probably do the same thing, and I'm way older than what? He would have been 15. Yeah, 15, 14. Yeah, like, I just, like, and then the stupidest thing I did as a kid was, like, he would come up with new ones, you know, new ghosts that would haunt the house. And of course I would believe every single one. Like, what the hell? Anyways, so this is just the first day. It's a boring little tangent I went on about where I've been, what I've been doing, and what's gonna happen. So, just stay tuned. Hope you enjoyed my mini story. Focus! I have a new phone, I have a new camera quality. Just for you guys. So, stay tuned, because Marshmallow is definitely going to be sticking around. Until next time, see ya!